Hello everyone, this is Ninja DC joining again for another React video, this time for MLP Season 7, Episode 11. Joining me again is, you heard of Bronies?
Hello ponies, me I heard of Bronies. We watch episode 11, Yaks Destroy.
You said a herd of bronies, not Jorgen von Strangles.
We didn't call for a herd of yaks either.
You heard of Yaks.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
No one's happy.
Oh my god!
Or he just wanted to say.
Your username is too ingenious for funny puns.
Jesus.
A herd of yaks. Oh my god, you can't even make that into a question.
Alright, and then Unova.
Ready then? Well, I don't know how to say hello, but I was gonna say, hey, hi, hello. This is Bernie here, speaking here from the 8-Bit Reaction here, and I'm hoping that we're gonna have an excellent episode here, despite it being the Yaks episode. It's Season 7, Episode 11, even though the last time we had the Yaks was Season 5, Episode 11. So I hope we're gonna really have some really awesome fun times with the Yaks, and hopefully get them developed.
Have you considered
Too
decaf?
fast, Yaks Destroy. Oh!
And then second.
Hey there, this is the second opinion, and I hope this episode is good. That's all I got this time.
Alright, with that out of the way, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Almost ready. Just dang it, my phone had to reset itself. Like, why?
It's not about as ready as I could be for the Yaks to come back.
Yaks.
Yakety yak.
Get back with the yak, yakety yak, doo, 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 yakety yak.
Don't come back.
Right in the
Keep the Yaks
childhood.
away. I don't think
Go.
anything good came from them last time.
And
I
there we
pride
go.
myself on my optimism.
What optimism?
Exactly. I pride myself on having none of it.
Yay.
If you don't have optimism for an episode, then how can you let an episode disappoint you?
There you go. That sounds sad when you say it like that.
Every bad episode for me is not an episode.
It's just a stain on a perfect wall that should
Yep.
be eradicated at any cost. And what the heck is this? Okay, I'm ready.
Yay.
Alright. Does everyone have the video up at 00?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh!
I'm in here, Pinky. What is it? You'll never guess what I just got.
Is everything okay?
The
We heard a lot of
Yaks!
oh my goshing, and we weren't sure if it was a good thing or a bad thing.
A good thing! 2 pink pony who lives with baked goods. It's from the Yaks. Yaks
Pony.
cordially invite Pink Pony to Yick Slurberg Fest. Come now. Prince Rutherford is officially inviting me to Yick Slurberg Fest in Yakistan. What is Yick
Well, this can
Slurper?
only
Again,
end
is this
well.
good news or
It's
bad
a
news?
sacred yak holiday. How did you get Prince Rutherford to invite you?
I subtly hinted for an invitation in my letters to him. May I please come to Yick Slurper Fest? Pretty please? I think he picked up.
To be
what I
fair,
was
that
putting
is subtle to
down.
yaks.
Yeah. It's also subtle for a humor.
I guess we can consider Pinky to be the yak ambassador, really.
Yeah.
I guess Mike is essentially the dragon ambassador.
Yep.
That's at least one good thing. Like, while Fluttershy can be ambassador to the animals, Pinky is just friends with
Pinky and the Yaks have so much in common. They're both loud and annoying.
Both unsubtle in their humor. Although the difference is Pinky can be funny, at least on record so far.
I know a lot about the yaks, so I think you should definitely go to Yick Slurper Fest, Pinky.
Oh, May-chan.
Fostering friendships is what ponies do. I won't let you down.
Not
It's
all
an honor to
ponies.
be official friendship ambassador to the Yaks.
That's not an official position.
It
Yep.
should be.
You're the
Oh
princess
my
of
God.
friendship. You can.
Oh, Pinky, you're psychic.
Okay, you got it.
You have to make it official.
Right. I hereby make Pinkie Pie the official friendship ambassador to the Yaks.
She feels special now.
I thought that was sort of her position, though. Like, forget it. The balloon returns.
Dummy, pay attention.
Dummy.
We're in the middle of an official friendship ambassador road trip game. That's better. Okay, I spy with my official friendship eye something that is blue.
Is it a key to that chest?
Is she waiting for him to guess?
Oh, by the way, the answer was sky. Yeah, I know that was a hard one, Gummy.
Tommy's like,
You're
where
the
does
best
my
official
luck come
friendship
to?
travel companion ever.
Let's just
What is
jump
going
into the snow.
on?
Yaks destroy!
Oh wait, never mind. It's just recreational destruction.
Ah, Pink Pony!
Is this a different voice actor?
Here, Prince.
No, it sounds the same one.
Terrible happened? Yes,
I don't know, the voices.
No! This Yaks Slurperfest, where Yaks get together to stop!
Oh! I didn't know that was part of the sacred holiday. So this angry display of destruction is part of the festivities.
This
I
sounds like.
thought you Yaks were just in a bad mood.
Nah.
No! Stomping relaxes Yaks! Hey!
Ah,
Yaks had never been so clear!
could explain why you did all that destruction.
Pink Pony better check self before wreck self!
Oh!
Century-old sacred yak twig, passed down from generation to generation.
Oh!
Oh no! I'm so sorry! I was just trying to get into the spirit of the Slurperfest. Maybe I can fix it.
Yak kidding!
Oh, wow.
I got Pink Pony
This
good.
episode's already got a party boot.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you
Although it's
sure
already
did,
stretching
Prince
things by
Rutherford.
asking us to believe these yaks have any sense of self-awareness.
Perfect. After all, we're not just visiting as friends. We're on
How much you want to bet you break something that actually is important because of this?
Less
Oh, boy.
talking, more
Oh
stomping.
boy.
Well, she's game.
Now, I take Pink Pony on Yak Yakistan tour.
Thanks, Prince Rutherford, but I've been to Yak Yakistan before.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, but thought Pink Pony might not recognize town since decorated for Yik Fest.
You're right. It's so different now now that you've pointed it out.
Oh, Yaks not just have eye for decorating. Yaks also amazing builders.
No way. I thought you hired professional contractors. Here, let me help you with that.
Mud huts.
Mud huts.
This ceremonial Yak fire pit, where Yaks tell stories.
Ooh! I have so much to officially tell the ponies when I get back.
This
Okay,
yak
moral
hut
obvious.
where Yaks eat.
The perfect
Ooh, did you
balance
get ahead of
of
yourself
vanilla
there?
extract.
Yakstra own vanilla bean.
Uh,
Nothing imported.
I'm not really getting ahead of myself. Just realize now what it's gonna go for. It's simple plotting, but that food looks delicious, actually.
Yak sleeping hut. Hut where Yaks sleep. Yak music hut. Hut where Yaks enjoy beautiful music.
Music that not lie.
Pink Pony ruined with talking. And that how Yaks defeat evil and save world.
Pink Pony like Yak story.
Ho ho! Yak impressed. Pink Pony can almost be honorary Yak.
Official friendship ambassador and honorary Yak. Oh, Pink Pony's title card is full. Oh wait, I don't have a horn.
Don't
Prince
worry.
Rutherford, can I get
Surgery.
honorary Yak horns?
No, Yak horn too heavy for small pony head.
Well, it makes sense.
It's Limit Fest stop time! Stop harder! Yaks extra happy! Ponies and Yaks! Red!
Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Didn't
Is
see
this
that coming.
part of the festival?
Big Pony asks too many questions.
An actually good yak joke.
Everything is buried in snow.
Oh.
What are we gonna do?
Winter wrap up.
Yak's fine. Snowfall from mountains all the time.
All the time?
Every Yix Limit Fest.
Okay, I'm gonna just like this completely bury all your homes every Yixlirbert Fest? Really?
This is Big Avalanche. But not a problem, for Yaks are tough. Yaks dig through snow. Won't take long.
Oh, good. You have an emergency plan in place.
Only till the next festival.
Let's go, Piggy Drill.
Oh, you can see the hot top.
Tired. We must be almost done. There's still snow everywhere?
Yaks
Well,
keep
there's
digging.
a bit of a debt now. At least doing something.
They tried.
No!
Oh.
You got your horns.
Makes situation worse.
Okay, don't worry, Prince Rutherford. I'll go back to Ponyville and ask for help. Twilight and the others will be happy to come dig the snow away. After all, many hooves make light work. Right, Gummy?
Yaks no need pony help.
So that's the moral.
Oh, well, I'm sure it'll be okay, because you probably have a plan B.
Yes. Yaks wait for snow to melt.
All this snow?
Oh,
Take
no,
it
that's
out
not gonna
of
help.
the fields before it melts.
That's not even gonna
Yaks
happen.
known for their patience.
Well, be that
No,
as
you're
it
not.
may, in the meantime, what will you eat? Where will you sleep?
Ah, Yaks can make this work. Hardship make Yaks the strong Yaks that Yaks are. If Pink
They
Pony
can
disagree,
sleep in Valhalla
then she can leave Yak
when they die.
and never return.
Of course Pink Pony agrees with you. Hey, let's try out some snow recipes. Snow cakes, snow spaghetti, snow sandwiches.
I'm remembering of the Team Rocket episode in which Jessie mentioned about her childhood now.
Make this work.
I remember that one.
I hope it was intentional
Yak tired.
that anyone
Yak retired
actually
to
watched the
new
Pokemon
sleeping
anime
hut.
and the writers. Irate Pink.
Snow came
How is she
good.
not freezing? Like, come on.
Oh, now she's freezing.
Yeah, there we go.
And water.
It looks like pony fur.
Yak eating
Maybe
your
not as
eating
strong
hut.
as yak fur, but once snow gets inside of you, it harms you.
What are we doing?
It's obvious.
You know, just sleep on it. I feel like it's asking for hypothermia.
Slaying to...
Shh, Pink Pony ruined snow music with talking.
What was Yak? Yak's stomach rumbles. Yak hungry. Shh. Prince Yak will hear Yak. But snow worse than Yak ever seen. Yak, no. Yak hungry too.
Gummy, did you hear that? They can't make it work.
Yak, stop swaying. Music over.
If Twilight and the others knew what was going on, they would be here to help in a pony's heartbeat. I have to convince Prince Rutherford that asking for help is okay. Will you help me, Gummy? Thank you. And see, asking you to help wasn't hard at all. Pony has gathered you around the new ceremonial yak fire pit
Big reaction.
to tell you a story. A yak tradition, right? Yay! This is a story about a group of goats who lived in the desert. There was a sandstorm and their entire village was buried in sand. There was nothing they could do. They knew they could not survive on only eating sandwiches. Okay. Anyway, finally, the goat's brave, wise leader, let's just call him Prince Rutherford, decides that they can't do it by themselves. So he asked the neighboring town of Bovineville to come help them. The magical cow survived and they kept it because they asked for help.
I'd say the story was on the nose, but you knew what you were getting.
So what is the moral of that story? Is it A, asking for help is okay? B, asking for help saves the day? Or C, asking for help is good for every pony?
D, goats weak and horrible. Magic bovines need to stay out of goats' business.
Not quite. Any yak wanna shout out another answer?
Oh.
Okay. Well, I don't mind a moral that says stand up to Prince Rutherford, because that's a bit overdue.
Yak Snowbed got a little melty last night.
Okay, yeah. That's what I want to talk to you about. You know, these yak snowbeds are the fluffiest I've ever slept in. They're so comfortable you forget that it's just a cold block of ice. And the yak snow sandwiches? I hate it when food burns your mouth or overwhelms it with flavor.
Oh, Yak hates that too.
You know who would really, really enjoy these snow sandwiches? Twilight, Sparkle, and the other ponies. Oh, hey! I have an idea. Why don't I go to Ponyville and bring them back here?
Ponies like snow sandwich?
Ponies love snow sandwiches. And hey, while they're here, you can ask if they'll clear the snow away. Fun, right?
When Prince was little Yak, Prince stomped on ground too hard, made deep hole and fell into hole. Ice froze over hole. Prince waved to friends and family from inside frozen hole. Waited for spring thaw. Prince survived unowned.
Wait a minute.
What?
You spent the whole winter
Oh.
in a hole?
Yes, and Yak never asked for help.
Okay. First of all, how did you make such a deep hole from stomping? And how did it freeze over so fast? And how could you see your family and friends to wave to them from inside a frozen hole? Even if all that was possible, how did you breathe in there?
Yaks don't ask for help.
But the yaks are hungry.
Oh.
Who knows when the snow will melt? I just don't understand why.
I I'm getting
Ah, yes.
Beowulf
It's
vibes
clear
from
now
this.
that Pink Pony does not understand yaks. Honorary yak status rescinded. Bang! Pretender is door. I just slammed it.
Oh. Wow.
Yak joke number 2 successful. A new record.
Those yaks are so stubborn. They refuse to ask for help even though they need it.
Yeah.
Well, this official
Breaking the old record also set by this episode.
I'll show them. Oh, you're right, Gummy. I am too worked up. Road trip game would officially calm me down. I know. Let's play 20 million questions. You think of something, then I'll ask you 20 million questions until I can come up with what you're thinking of. Is it blue? Is it green? Is it red? Is it greenish red? Is it reddish blue? Is it bigger than a bread box? Is it smaller than a bread box? Is it bread box? Is it bread? Is it
Oh my
sweet?
God.
Is it Granny Smith's dentures? Is it you? Is it a rooster? Is it a red rooster? Is it a red rooster eating corn? Ah, used up all 20 million questions. Oh well, we're here anyway.
Someone's going to do the math on that.
Yeah.
Official pony balloon still here? Pink Pony gone because Pink Pony not tough like yaks. Horn bump in agreement. Now! Snow sandwich lose novelty. Snow couscous for dinner.
Couscous?
Rutherford said,
Ben, pretend there is door. I just slammed it.
Pinkie Pie, so then Pink Pony said, fine, be stubborn!
Pinkie Pie, we have to help the yaks.
So in conclusion, we have to help the yaks!
Just go with it, hun.
Great idea, Pinkie.
Aw.
We'll be happy to help the yaks.
Oh,
This is what
Apple.
friendship is all about.
Hey, I'll bring
was one of
apples.
the best
This
lines ever.
season's batch are extra juicy.
And I shall provide the yaks with Equestria's finest textiles. They'll be silky and warm, and some gold to complement their horns.
We can't bring the yaks any pony stuff! Why not? The yaks are very proud. They won't ask for help. You know what they say? You can lead a yak to water, but you better not let them know you're doing it.
Nobody says that, do they? Okay,
That's
then.
actually a really good
This will be an
quote, the
official
interpretation of that
covert
line.
friendship mission. You got it.
Is it yellow? Is it slimy? Is it slimy yellow?
We're not playing this.
First, we have to infiltrate the yak.
I have to admit that joke is becoming funnier.
These walls are high. Sneaking in will not be easy.
Or it's super easy because I'm awesome.
Go ahead.
Use the
I'll catch
front
up.
door.
We'll know what to do.
I don't know, Rainbow Dash. I think literally any Pegasus could do that.
Yeah.
So,
Now we're doing winter wrap-up illegal stuff now. Okay. Did not know unicorn magic could do that.
I don't know. You might be.
No, it's not equal.
Starlight nerdgasm. Nerd.
That was like more Twilight.
Oh.
What happened?
Snow melted. Prince Rutherford was right.
And the decorations magically set up themselves.
Yaks
To be
tough.
for,
Yaks
yeah,
like
for
basically.
yaks, they might actually
Yaks
believe
win.
that, so.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, should have gotten out of there sooner.
A lot out of you.
Let's get out of here before.
Oh, Pink Pony!
Just play it cool. We didn't help fix the Yak instead. No. We're just here for the snow sandwiches. But then we got here and the snow's gone, so we thought we'd hit a downer on the way back to Ponyville. Bye!
Wait! Yak not mad at Pink Pony.
Yak not?
Pink Pony helped Yaks without Yaks asking. Means Pink Pony understand Yaks.
What?
I do!
Actually, that does make sense.
Best
Yes.
kind of friend. Officially honorary Yak!
Oh!
They actually like the teenagers who say, I don't want to talk about it when they mean I'm waiting for you to drag it out of me.
Officially Hornbuck! Yeah, this is a little heavy for my small pony head.
Need some help with that, Pinkie Pie? Pink Pony no need Apple Pony's help!
Just kidding. Pink Pony got Apple Pony good. Seriously, this is heavy.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I can say one thing. It was better than the first Yak episode.
yeah.
That kind of goes without saying.
And it kind of goes without saying that it's not the least liked episode of the season.
That's surprise number 2.
Yeah!
So wait, what episode would you say is the least
Alright.
liked?
It technically, surprisingly, would be the Fluttershy. No, it wouldn't be Fluttershy. It would actually be Honest Apple would be the least liked right now, with the premiere not too far behind it.
Apple is the least liked episode.
It's weird. People have issue with either Applejack or both of them.
I mean, granted, I did have an issue with Applejack, but geez, I thought I was being harsh. I said that episode was still just fine.
Yeah, it's yeah, I think it's like the new punching bag for season 7. Like, we're gonna make this into the mayor duel of season 7.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I just think we're at a point where we can't really focus on what was the worst just for how good each episode was.
Yeah.
Because really, we can't really... We can't do this
I think we
worst
can only
episode
really-
anymore. It's just
Like,
not
I'm the one
applicable.
who said Mare-do-Well was a terrible pick for worst episode in the first place.
I think right now we can only really sort out the below average episodes, the average episodes, and then the above average episodes with the season. And I think this is probably below average.
Honest Apple or the not asked this episode just now?
Mm.
Which one was below average? The Yak
Probably
episode
both.
just now?
Probably both of them. I've actually, a sad thing about Honest Apple. I had to Google it to remember what exactly happened. That probably summarizes. I remember which one was goes which Apple episode was. It's like, oh shoot, that's summary. I think we can exclude. Okay, this one is that is the lesser episode of this season.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, this episode, it was sort of I wouldn't say cringe humor, but failed joke humor for most of it. Like when a comedian's on a live stage and all but only 1 in 10 of their jokes actually hits, and it just is an awkward ongoing not silence but awkward silence. It's yeah.
I mean, Grant, there were some failed jokes, but I mean, I felt like this episode had enough self-awareness and enough restraint to not make that all that annoying, at least. I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right. Meanwhile, second is gone. For me, I was very much the clear person who kind of laughed at most of the jokes here.
Yeah.
Similar to Parental Guidance. Except for the fact I feel like this episode does comedy better than Parental Guidance. So it's though I feel like Parental Guidance does have the better part of the one part of the episode that is concentrated laughs at the beginning. This episode was just widespread for me. And also, I think I might actually like the Yaks now. Yay! Yak's good.
Word of Yak.
Huge.
I wouldn't say I like the Yaks now because they're like the weakest non-pony group brought in here, I think by far. But they're not like I want to just burn their existence like the first episode. So
burn everything. No, not anymore. Especially
because they're annoying. They're like a lesser Griffin after the one Griffinstone episode. Or like how it's sort of where like that episode sort of demoted Griffins, but you still were sort of respect them, especially after Gabby and all that's introduced. But like here, they're still more annoying than that, but they're at least like again, you don't want to purge them from your mind. Like the first episode was just they were so bad in the first episode.
I mean, for me, I kind of felt like this episode goes out of its ways to try to excuse some parts of that episode. I think they definitely got our comments. I think they definitely got the fandom's comments about the Yaks. And I think they're actively putting Yaks in more content after like that disastrous first outing and trying to somewhat excuse themselves, but also a bit of like a Yaks as a species redemption. And yeah, I definitely feel like they succeeded in that job somewhat. It doesn't mean that we like the Yaks now, especially since they're the alternative Earth pony species. The fact that they can't use magic, that they're full on bronze. We might even consider them like the bronze race now, since we can still consider Earth ponies to be the gardeners, the magic gardeners that use Earth pony magic that some people still believe.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I feel like that's still true because seriously, the Yaks are far physically more superior than the Earth ponies. Give the Earth ponies at least one specialty. Don't just let them be physical bronze only. But yeah, it was good seeing like the Yak kids, like they put a little bit more focus on them, probably from the good comments about the Yak kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the redeemable, like the next generation can save the Yak culture. And I kind of like how the problem was like, oh, it's the figurehead that has an issue. But that's what you would think.
Right.
It turned out to be the teenager issue.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. I actually thought they were going to ham-fist Pinky again in the way of like, I'm going to make everything official. Like, official. I'm the official representative for the Yaks. Like, I thought I was concerned. That's why I said that. And I'm kind of glad that Second was like, said a little things too soon. It's almost like Second actually watched the episode before this. Which I hope that wasn't the case, and he actually protected me. Because if he did, then it's like he's got good awareness on his shoulders. I definitely say it's another win in Pinky's book. Definitely the best Pinky episode of season 7.
No, because I think the mod episode was better.
No, mod episode was better for the mod and Starlight relationship. Pinky was just used as an annoying tool in order to facilitate the conflict. Even though I like Pinky and even though I wasn't annoyed by her, I can still identify that was the role she was given in that episode. I'm just saying Pinky focus episode in the sense of like, not saying Rock Solid Friendship was worse in this episode, just saying this is a better episode for Pinky highlight.
Yeah, I can see where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say Rock Solid Friendship is worse in this episode. I mean, Rock Solid Friendship has multiple layers to it, like a igneous rock. With the lava of Pinky, combine it with the nice cool shell of Starlight and Maud, just working through the issues of insecurity and such, little by little. I mean... And for this episode's credit, it's simple, but it's a good type of simple. There's not much more you need to say about it. They did a decent job with the Yaks. The new writer, May-chan, just did an all right job.
Well, I guess in your own way, you'd have to consider it a fantastic job to, like, take everything that the Yaks were and make it not annoying.
Basically fix Nick Confalone's first episode with a new writer.
Yeah.
I mean, if Nick Confalone's first episode was like the newbie who's all like cocksure that he's going to the new friend who's all cocksure that he's going to be the life of the party and he's going to make everyone's day and steal the show and keeps falling flat on his face and ruining everything and not even being aware that he did it. This episode was like the new friend who's maybe like plucky and overeager, but just like genuinely wants to make you happy and is like trying to, you can tell is like trying hard to earnestly make sure that that's what they're doing. Like, trying with the at least some understated good nature, I guess. I mean, well, okay, maybe I need to explain what the heck I mean there. It's just like I was, like DC said, there were a lot of jokes here that didn't quite hit, and I was like so ready to start, getting mad at this episode, start like throwing barbs at it, but I mean, like, for just about, like, even the ones that just flat out missed that were like too obvious, it's like, okay, there's nothing really to get that mad at here. It's like, I mean, great, nothing is more annoying than something that thinks it's being funny when it's really, really not and expects you to think it's being funny. But I mean, I don't know. This one, there were no, like, I guess, pauses for laughs or anything like that. There was just like no, you didn't really get any sense that they were like dropping hints like, yeah, we know you think this is funny, right? I mean, it kind of sort of kept at it. And like the joke with Pinkie Pie in the balloon, for example, it didn't really try to like spell out what it was doing too much. And by the third time where she's flying there with the friends now and they have to listen to her going on and on, that actually became kind of funny and like just actually managed to keep at it and sort of take it to a point where it was starting to get laughs out of me, just like, building one joke on top of another. And I mean, I am a little bit out of it, I will admit, but I mean, so I'm like half of the examples I've already forgotten, but but like, the thing with the Yaks too, it was like the last time they kept running the joke about smashing things into the ground, and I don't know. This time, like they brought up the smashing thing, they brought up all the jokes, and they brought up them being stubborn blockheads. But I mean, I'm almost still trying to figure out how it managed to make them not really annoying. It just.
Maybe the fact that they didn't repeat the same joke over and over and over again.
Yeah, like that's a perfect example. Like, this episode is not cocksure that it's absolutely hilarious by being as over the top as possible. It's like, I mean, it thinks a little bit about how to make these Yaks kind of likable and how to take this in different directions that just actually come across, can be like kind of cute, or just occasionally there's a joke that really lands. I mean, I don't know. I think this might actually be the one time where I'm undone by my approach. I feel like I'm rambling incoherently there, and like I can only really tell you what this episode didn't do wrong. I almost wasn't watching closely enough for what it was that what was the key to its success here.
It's time to stop rambling. Just don't say anything.
What's going on? Second isn't constantly talking about the episode. In the madhouse.
The transformation is going underway.
Soon enough, we'll reach the second yak.
Which, I mean, I'm also really, really out of it, granted, because I've been burning the candle at both ends lately, but,
Yeah.
Oi, but, okay, and the fact that this episode managed not to annoy me, even in that light, I feel like is impressive. I mean, like, by the end, I was like, you know what, I think I'm genuinely okay with this episode, like, not even in the sense that, okay, I have, like, big problems with it, but I can still give it a pass. It's like, no, I think the worst thing I can say about it is that it didn't, like, push anything in particular, like, over the top. It wasn't, like, this huge knee slapper or this, like, personally affecting, hard-hitting story or anything like that. But, I mean, yeah, I felt like I was genuinely okay with this. I mean...
Pink Pony, better check yourself before you wreck yourself. That one was... That one got
like we were all expecting it to go in the direction where Pinkie Pie accidentally destroys something and genuinely gets the Yaks mad at her and in their face, and instead it's like, okay, not even that we get this problem that none of us saw coming, that where
it's like a subtle callback to Party Pooper or Party Pooped.
Party pooper,
Rather.
Don't be a party pooper.
Wait, what's the subtle callback to Party Poops?
I mean, just the way, like, if you mess one little thing up, Yaks will be angry and start destroying stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they did sort of change the Yaks this time. The fact that they had any self-awareness or any, like, genuine goodwill, like any notion that didn't revolve around making themselves happy. But, I mean, it's like, thank goodness the Yaks have been reinvented as characters who are not annoying and are genuinely kind of fun in their own way. But yeah, like, instead of this conflict that I, genuinely didn't expect, making it so that actually the Yaks could use Pinkie's help, they're just too stubborn to realize it, so it's like, okay, are they just gonna keep running that into the ground until, in this over-the-top way, the princess, like, we do have to accept help. Like, no, not even that. The ponies just, like, sneak in and, like, help them against their will almost, like, which isn't exactly, I guess, a moral that isn't, like, the politically correct moral for real life, but it is kind of what makes everything better, and no one's the wiser in this instance. And okay, as it turns out, the Yaks are, like, just kind of we're almost aware that they're just being stubborn, or they're too proud to say, yeah, we need help. And I was like, actually, that really fits. And, like, the prince just being like, all right, yeah, you get me. You knew that I couldn't ask for help, but I really did want it deep down. I was like, that kind of fits too, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, like, even the fact that, like, as many jokes as didn't land, it's kind of like, okay, that's the difference between being, like, shoving it in your face that much, just, like, being convinced that you're that funny and, like, trying to force it on you that much, and just, genuinely thinking of different ways to be funny. It's like the jokes that miss are perfectly harmless, and the jokes that hit, it's like, it's that much funnier because they haven't already been ruined for you by the jokes that tried to do the same thing but missed. So, right. And then, like, this, can't believe I'm going to say this about a Yaks episode, but I think that this is, like, genuinely the least annoyed I've been by, if not all of the episodes this season, at least the majority of them. Like, yeah, the last one had something that kind of annoyed me. Honest Apple had something that really annoyed me, and so did Hard to Say Anything, and so did Parental Guidance, and yeah, I have to go all the way back to Forever Philly before I find an episode I don't have to say that for. So, and Lord, I just admitted that I might have had less problems with the Yak. I might have liked the Yak episode better than the long-awaited Celestia and Luna episode.
I might, for me, I might even go as far to say this episode might actually be right now number 2 for season 7.
Really?
It feels like what Second said is a good point. What this new writer did with the Yaks was so amazing. We shouldn't just consider this episode as good. I think we should consider it as great.
I mean, this episode doesn't have. I mean, it's not bad, but there's nothing that's really outstanding except for, like, I don't know, maybe like the turn on the moral, like that whole twist on what the moral was supposed to be. That kind of impressed me, but other than that, there wasn't really anything.
I mean, I do agree with that. I would say this episode is like a B grade episode, but I mean, I think that's still one of the more solid jobs of the season, all in all.
I would actually disagree with you, Alex. I feel like this episode actually showcased to us fully what Yak culture is about, and I'm actually more interested about Yaks than I ever was from the first episode. The fact that we actually get to see Yak Yakistan in the animated universe. Also, the fact that we get more highlights about girl Yaks as well as guy Yaks, because I'm not sure if like that higher tone Yak was a girl or not, but if it was, kudos.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, Yaks. And even continuing on, even Prince Weatherford, the way he was animated with how he wasn't, it constantly showed a little bit of his eyes, and I kind of like that detail about him. Like, it wasn't shown that much in this premiere episode, but in this episode, it was shown to me like a bit of like a character effect. Like he constantly has when he shows an emotion, like sometimes you can see a gleam of his actual eyes. And I actually like that little detail about him. Like, I feel like this episode, along with the last episode, did a better job at world building than the entirety of season 5 and 6. Well, maybe not the entirety of season 6. It was dragons, and changelings, but a lot better than what they did for the Pony Society.
I mean, I'll give this season a lot of credit for, like, knowing, I guess, for kind of getting the real value of world building here. Like, I feel like the last couple of seasons that, like, thought the appeal of it was just, like, the sheer novelty of, hey, we got to see this new place, so yay. But, I mean, I think that, and actually, props to this season for getting me to realize this. I think the real appeal of world building is this, what it does for the world you're already in, like it makes it feel, making it feel bigger, making it feel like, making you get a sense of like how everything plays in. Like, I mean, we're actually calling back to stuff we've already established and doing new things with it just as much as we're seeing new places. And I mean, that's, I think, much more thoughtful writing. It's not just trying to rely on sheer novelty. It's, it's trying to, weave it all together, use it all for a larger purpose, I guess.
We're going to get a whole lot of that in the movie.
Why is that? Was that something that
well, I don't know if I want to spoil anything about it, but I don't know if you guys have seen much of what's already been shown about it.
There's really nothing been shown besides some
The celebrity cast.
Yeah, that, and then like the
transformation
characters that are
stuff.
going to be in it.
Hmm.
Possibly another race of ponies.
Oh, does it begin with an F?
No.
So it's not a season 1 callback?
No.
Okay.
It's more of another generation callback.
Well, that's what I meant.
Did you say F or S?
F.
Okay, yeah, it's not F.
Oh.
It's S.
Yeah, that case, I mean, yeah, I was thinking from Race of Ponies from Generation 1, but all right, I guess yeah, that's about as close as we can get though to spoilers without actually saying it. So,
Okay.
go back on the reins now.
We do.
Yeah, let's just go back to it.
Yeah, I guess let's go back to our final thoughts.
I guess it was a good standing episode for me. Not too many show-offy things, just good. That's it. I mean, it might be better than what I'm saying right now, but I'll just leave it at good for now.
I mean, I feel like there are a lot of people who are going to want to scream like Sweetie Belle, "Ah, come on!" that this is the episode that just has me say, like, nothing to be annoyed with, perfectly well done, perfectly enjoyable, fair enough. But I mean, yeah, I gotta call it like I see it. And I mean, I was perfectly content watching this episode. I had a good time with it. The jokes were all well and good. And like I said, solid B, which is, I think, yeah, ranks it up there with one of the better episodes of the season so far. I think I've only given a higher grade once, so there we are.
As for me, this actually reminds me about the time in which I did a collab review with Geeky Steven on Amending Fences, in which I mentioned something about like when Pinky was shown in the episode, like, oh, look at Pinky showing her ability to have connections with ponies, like even ponies you wouldn't expect. And I felt like Pinky deserves a title more than Twilight does at that moment. And now with this episode, it's like, I just realized now a part of my prayers have actually been answered. And it's getting me like the last episode. It's like season 7 just started out with okay episodes. But then once it reaches episode 10, that's when I feel like it's starting to hit a stride. But I'm not so sure if I can even confirm it as a stride until the next episode, if 12 actually continues on with this good streak of episodes. But if it does, I'm just going to officially call it like a beginning of a stride then for season 7. And I'm feeling good that like my gut feeling about season 7 being lucky for me. And it's paying off in so many ways right now. I'm liking it. I'm loving it.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Dun, dun, dun. I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah, so I would agree with the pink pony and just say, Yak's good. No smash.
Pinkie Pie out joining him with the smashing there, but like as enthusiastically as she can was really cute, I also gotta say.
Yes! And it kind of shows like if you showed this episode to like a guy who was like an anti-brony and be like, this is an actual episode of My Little Pony. The pink horse joining in with a bunch of yaks just stomping on woodwork. Tell me that's girly. Just tell me straight up in my face that's girly.
well, this show is girly a lot, but at its best, it also has like a great sense of self-awareness and just like fun.
I also feel like this was like the best portrayal of Gummy outside of the inner monologue. Just like even in the Pets episode, Gummy didn't have that much of a spotlight. This episode, it was like they're actually doing really good with like having a little bit of like side characters. Like last time we had Twilight doing a great job. This time we have Gummy even showing a bit of like a affection to Pinky with that slow lick. That was a lot more expressive than usual.
It's like every so often, ever since the inner monologue, a couple of these episodes just make us stop and wonder, what is Gummy thinking?
Yeah. What does he think? It will always be a big mystery since we'll probably never get an insight to that ever again.
Maybe on the 200th episode.
Slice of Life Part Deuce! We going bigger, we going better, we going to divorce!
Divorce?
I was just thinking about revenge, and then I was like, oh wait, what was Slice of Life about? Oh right, marriage!
Oh, it sounded like you said it sounded like you were trying to say the Force, and then you said it with a V, and yeah, okay, I just straight up misheard you.
Yeah, maybe we could have gone. Yeah. I'm not saying like a divorce of like say the Cranky's marriage, but what about something surprising like say like temporarily Shining Armor and Princess Cadence divorced for a bit?
The cakes are splitting up, and it's not just a Gabby Gums article this time.
Oh, that's even better! And then it's just gonna be like, who's gonna get Pound and who's gonna get Pumpkin?
Oh, and then it becomes the Parent Trap.
Yeah, to make it like a very symbolic end, like the 200th episode is when we feel like the show's about to reach its end. Yeah, I feel like the show's probably going to continue on past season 8, honestly.
Well, once a movie happens, that's not going to make it less popular.
Yeah.
It might amp up the backlash from the usual, or it might renew the backlash anyway, but
yeah, like
if it before.
Yeah, if it renews the backlash, hey, that means more publicity, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like seriously, like we only received like the backlash from like 2010 to 2012 to 13 with Fox. Just wait until the movie comes out and then it actually gets good records just from like the Brony audience. And then like after the reviews being positive about it, and then parents actually decide to bring their children to watch the movie. And then they're like, this might actually be better than some of those animated movies, like say Secret Life of Dogs and Cats.
You know, it's actually going to be hilarious if the movie turns out to not get good reception, if it turns out like to get, I don't know, the reception of the first Equestria Girls or something, the Bronies are going to be the ones leading the charge against it.
But I guess to close out this episode, just to give my thoughts, I'm in line with Alex. I really did not like this episode too much. I wouldn't say it's I would definitely not say it's the weakest episode of this season. Let's say Honest Apple was probably the upright with that. Again, to summarize, I literally had to Google search that episode to remember what exactly it was. This episode, I just remember as like Yak episode 2 that like there were so like the Yaks, they're better, but they're still not likable characters. Like there's so many times in this episode that like the only thing stopping me from like face like hitting my head against my face desking myself is that my laptop's right in front of me and not give me room for it. Like there's so many times I just want to like as it hit my head is like and again it's like it was again so much of this just felt like jokes that weren't land. There were a few good ones and the Yaks overall were likable and like I like sort of the twist at the end with the like they're not angry because you're not supposed to yak it, which I guess that makes sense for yak culture because they're more of a act first, don't question later sort of society. So them being happy, it's like, oh, he just didn't want to ask for help, but we're okay with help. Just, I guess that makes sense, but still just, it just feels awkward.
I mean, I totally get the reaction. Like, the jokes were annoying here. I didn't like it. Like, that is perfectly valid, but I mean, I just think, like, I mean, maybe it was just enough for me this time that they weren't as annoying as last time, but yeah, it's just like, I mean, I feel like it depends on who you are. In my case, it was just like, personally, it was almost endearing how it was trying, the way it was trying, honestly trying to me this time.
But I guess that concludes this week's recording. Come back next week. Let me see. I think we had the next episode next week is the mid-season finale. And then before that, Fluttershy Discord episode.
Yay.
Yay! Hopefully it's not Neil Sao. We've been waiting for your inclusion, man. When are you going to strike? Tell us.
Yeah, like I've said it before, and I'll say it on recording here. If it's his episode, and like they just in general give it to one of the lesser writers of like season 6, I will not be happy, and I will very, very clearly make that stated, probably before, and not as including just the reaction video.
Well, to be fair, Nick Confalone was the guy who wrote the first Yaks episode, and look where he's gone.
Yeah.
Again, I don't care. It could be. Trying to think of a worst writer, but like, yeah, it could be the worst writer in the series. Like, if they can deliver a good episode, I really don't care. But like, when I say if they write their episode and it's like as bad as Cards Before the Ponies, like this episode, I've been waiting for the Fluttershy Discord friendship episode since season 3. It's like, yeah, they do this. Like, I'll be quite disappointed to put it. Like,
yeah,
but we'll see.
I blame you. Until then.